now, By-Mart presents Sunday Sports Extra.
Welcome to the second annual Sunday Sports Extra Oscars. We are your hosts for the next half hour, Jake Zivin and Erik Elken. Over that time, we're going to give away awards for the year in sports here in Western and Southern Oregon, with each category matching up with one at the actual Oscars.
We start with Best Costume Design, our award for the best uniforms of the past year. Our first nominee, the Ducks' pink helmets, shoes, and socks against Washington State. The Ducks wore them to promote breast cancer awareness and throttled the Cougs 62-38.
Oregon State was Re-Beaved this year. New logo, new uniforms for every single sport. The unveiling came last spring when, at least for a little bit, the Beavers had the uniform spotlight.
And talk about polarizing, the new Duck baseball uniforms are about as divisive as you can get. You either love them or you hate them. They are certainly interesting.
And the first Oscar of the night goes to
the suspense.
The Beaver Football Away Whites. It's a bit of an upset the first time that this award goes to something not duck related, but those Beaver Whites are slick, clean, sharp. They would fit in well on the red carpet tonight down in Los Angeles.
Our next award is for Best Hair and Makeup, and this category had such a runaway winner that we don't even bother with nominations. Oregon State kicker Trevor Romaine for his outrageous stylings. This before the Civil War, the huge beard, the sunglasses, and whatever that is shaved into his chest. It looks awful. Romaine also rocked the Santa hat with the rest of the getup when warming up for the Hawaii Bowl. A well-deserved Sunday Sports Extra for Romaine.
Our next category is Best Achievement in Production Design. We actually had quite the building boom around here this year. The nominees are the Hatfield-Dowlin complex, of course, the epitome of modernism and excess. 64 55-inch TV monitors in the lobby. The furniture in the building comes from all over the world: Germany, Italy, Nepal. The building itself, 6 stories tall. The weight room is brand new, has a pressure-sensitive 40-yard dash track. Truly the best football building in the nation. The Beaver basketball team got some new digs this year, too. It opened this summer and cost $15 million. 2 courts, one for the men, one for the women, locker rooms, offices, treatment rooms. It's a game changer for Beaver basketball. And the north side of Autzen Stadium got a new look this year. It's called Zen North. There are waterfalls, foliage, pictures of past Duck greats. It was also practical, however, with added entrance and exits to the stadium. And the winner for Best Production Design goes to, no contest, the Hatfield-Dowlin complex, of course. A representative from the Hatfield-Dowlin complex was unable to come accept this award, but one of the Ferrari leather chairs in the main theater sent us this statement. This is true, this is real. It says, quote, "Grazie." I assume he has an Italian accent, but I'm not going to try that. Before I came to Eugene, I drove around supermodels and star soccer players in my home country. Now I get sweaty 300-pound offensive linemen sitting on me. After practice, it is a rough life, but this award validates my sacrifice.
Our next award of the night is Best Foreign Film, or the best athlete of the past year who was born outside of our country or who was born here but speaks a different language. The nominees are former Duck and current Buffalo Bill linebacker Kiko Alonso. Kiko was born in the States, but Spanish was his first language. Alonso was 3rd in the NFL with 159 tackles to go along with 4 interceptions, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pair of fumble recoveries. As a rookie, Oregon State's Ruth the Hammer Hamblin, the 6'6" sophomore from British Columbia, is averaging a crazy 3.7 blocks a game this season, which ranks 6th in D1 women's basketball. The Hammer also averages just under 10 points a game. Former Oregon Duck forward Arslan Kazemi, the 6'7" Iranian, transferred from Rice to Oregon and became one of the most dynamic players on the Duck Sweet 16 team last year. He was drafted in the 2nd round of the NBA draft by the Wizards, then traded to Philadelphia. He's now back playing pro ball in Iran. And Oregon cross-country champ Edward King Cheserek. Last November, he became the first Oregon freshman ever to claim the NCAA D1 cross-country individual title. Cheserek, who hails from New Jersey, great state, by way of Kenya, was named Pac-12 cross-country athlete of the year. And the Oscar goes to Arslan Kazemi. Kazemi averaged nearly a double-double his senior year at Oregon, but it was his trademark energy and physical play down low that helped spark the Ducks on their Sweet 16 run last year.
Our next award is for Best Original Screenplay, which once again, just like last year, is going to an actual screenplay. Our first nominee, last year's winner, Brandon Cooks, doing work against Cal. The run after the catch for the touchdown, a 34-yard catch and run from Cookie. The Beavers beat the Bears handily, 49-17.
Sheldon against Thurston, Joseph Kuhn to Mitchell Herbert. He gets 3 nice blocks and does the rest himself. Herbert is taking his talents to Bozeman to play for Montana State next year.
The Ducks' Braylon Addison against Virginia. What makes this one so impressive? Look at center Fonas Grasu blocking for Braylon 25 yards downfield as Addison glides in for the touchdown.
And the Oscar goes to Brandon Cooks. Cooks also won this award last year, so now becomes the first athlete to go back-to-back. That's a big deal at the Sunday Sports Extra Oscars.
That is very impressive. Good for Brandon Cooks. Coming up next, a legendary Oregon coach who's just as famous for his mouth off the field as his genius on the field. But was Nick Aliotti good enough this year to take the award for Best Sound? Find out when the Sunday Sports Extra Oscars continue.
Welcome back to Bi-Mart's Sunday Sports Extra.
Welcome back to the second annual Sunday Sports Extra Oscars. We're giving away our yearly awards tonight, and it's time now for maybe our favorite award, Best Sound.
This goes to the best soundbite of the year, whether it be witty, ridiculous, or just plain passionate. The nominees are...
That's total bull that he threw the ball at the end of the game like he did. And you could print that, and you could send it to him, and he could comment too. I think it's low class, and it was bull to throw the ball when the game's completely over against our kids that basically are a scout team.
Ain't nothing going on with my quarterback. My quarterback's fine. It's on everybody else to make the plays. I don't want to hear anything about my quarterback. It's nothing wrong with our quarterback. It's nothing at all wrong with Sean.
I'm not a hurdler, but I'm definitely trying to hurdle this hurdle. I'm not the only one that has a line that's ready to get out. The whole team is hungry. The line didn't, they fed it a little bit today. They didn't really let it out. Pressure makes diamonds, but along with pressure comes a lot of heat to make that diamond too. The Jersey fist pump.
All very, very deserving nominees. Eric, the honor is yours.
This is a lot of pressure, and I know what it's like to have to open these things. The Oscar goes to, who do you think? Nick Aliotti. This could also be a Lifetime Achievement Award. We will miss his honesty, his emotion, his passion, and of course, we wish him well in retirement.
Absolutely. So the night before the Oscars, there are always, of course, the Razzies, which are given out to the worst in film of the year. For the first time ever, we are going to give away a Sunday Sports Extra Razzie because there was something this year so bad, it just needed to get recognized. Like a chainsaw, blow to the knees, yeah, crank it like a chainsaw. Yes, the Crank It Like a Chainsaw movement at Oregon State. It was supposed to be a pump-up song before the fourth quarter at Reser Stadium, but, well, the Beaver fans never really got into it and can't blame them. Maybe the only people it actually pumped up were the USC Trojans, who cranked it like a chainsaw in their 31-14 win over the Beavers. Oh, man, yeah, watching that one again, that's painful. After the break, the award for Best Short Feature, there was one sure favorite, but will Tyler Johnstone take home his first Sunday Sports Extra Oscar? Find out when we come back.
Welcome back to Bi-Mart's Sunday Sports Extra.
Welcome back to the second annual Sunday Sports Extra Oscars. Now for the award for Best Short Feature, a category with an entrance so dominant that there are no other nominees. The winner? Don't even need to look. The Moose himself, Oregon offensive lineman Tyler Johnstone for Moose Time. Here's a look at some of the best moments from this groundbreaking series.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
In between a race, between me and you, who could do... Didn't even see it coming! He's a pretty crucial point of the team.
You wouldn't have to be
really
Tyler Johnson, right? Yeah.
No, oh, God. Like a statue. Oh, my God. Here it comes. It's getting real. It's getting real. Hey, man, this thing's got a 3.6 liter V6 in it. It can't tow much, but it gets the job done. It's a lot more time than I thought it was going to be. We got tangos everywhere.
Ladies love the size, man. We're big guys, and they love it.
I heard size definitely counts in some areas.
What's happening? Ah! We're taking cover right now. Oh!
It never gets old watching that.
The Moose, so deserving of that award.
No doubt. Now it is our honor to present one of the major awards of the night, Best Achievement in Directing, which goes to the best coach.
These 5 men truly represent what it takes to win and, even more important, be a leader. The nominees are Northwest Christian head coach and Duck basketball legend Luke Jackson. In just his first year as head coach of the Beacons, he took a team that was predicted to finish last in the conference to the CCC tournament final, which is on Tuesday, and the school's first ever NAIA tournament berth.
Oregon Tech's Danny Miles, just the 3rd coach in any level of college basketball to reach 1,000 wins. Miles has been coaching the Owls for 43 years, led the team to a 17-15 record this season.
Randy Nyquist, the now former head football coach at West Albany. He spent 15 years at West A, leading the Bulldogs to 6 league titles and 3 5A state championships, including this past fall, a big upset in the title game over Sherwood.
Oregon State women's basketball coach, head coach Scott Ruick. The Beavers have been on a tear this season, going 21-9 and 14-1 at home, and have clinched a first-round bye in the Pac-12 tournament this year. Don't be surprised if Ruick, who won Pac-12 Coach of the Year in 2012, adds a few more awards to his mantle this year.
And Willamette High School girls basketball coach Paul Brothers, he led the Wolverines to the 5A state title last year by figuring out how to do what no one else could, stop Springfield's Mercedes Russell. He now has Will High poised to repeat as state champs. And the Oscar for Best Director, Best Coach goes to Oregon Tech's Danny Miles. Since 1971, the 68-year-old Miles has amassed a total 1,004 wins, 3 NAIA Division II titles, most recently in 2012. You win 1,000 games, you win the Sunday Sports Extra Oscar. Well, coming up next, who will take home the prizes for Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Picture? We finish up the Sunday Sports Extra Oscars with the 3 big ones right after the break.
Welcome back to Bi-Mart's Sunday Sports Extra.
Now to the final 3 awards of the evening, the big ones. We start with the Best Leading Performance by an Actress, which of course is Best Female Athlete.
And the nominees are former Oregon sprinter English Gardner. English won the 100-meter title at the NCAA Championships at Hayward Field in June. She then turned pro and immediately won the U.S. title at the National Championships. She finished 4th at the World Championships.
Willamette basketball star Lexi Bando. Bando, who's headed to Gonzaga next year, led the Wolverines to an upset in the state title game in 2013. Now this season, Willamette's the favorite, 22-1, the heavy favorite to repeat as state champs.
North Medford softball pitcher Marissa Becker. Becker, a 2-time Gatorade Oregon Player of the Year, led the Black Tornado to a 2nd consecutive 6A state title last year. She posted a 19-1 record and a 0.47 ERA, 232 strikeouts. She now plays at Louisville.
And finally, Triangle Lakes' Kiana Brown. Brown set the Oregon all-time scoring record in January, breaking a record that lasted almost 30 years. Brown and the Lakers are the number 3 seed in this week's 1A state tournament. And the Sunday Sports Extra Oscar goes to the incomparable English Gardner. English was barely edged out by Nick Aliotti for Best Sound, but wins Best Female Athlete, with Gardner and Aliotti having moved on. This upcoming year is going to be much less colorful.
No doubt about it. Our second to last award of the night, Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role, or Best Male Athlete. And the nominees are Ducks quarterback Marcus Mariota. In his sophomore season, Mariota totaled 31 touchdowns, throwing for over 2,500 yards and adding 495 rushing yards, and led Oregon to the Alamo Bowl. His best performance, though, was probably announcing his decision to return for his junior year.
Oregon State outfielder Michael Conforto. Last year as a sophomore, Conforto was named the Pac-12 Player of the Year and a first-team All-American. He batted .328 with 11 home runs and 47 RBI, while helping to lead the Beavers all the way to the semifinals of the College World Series.
Former Oregon State wide receiver Brandon Cooks, the Cookie Monster, was one of the most explosive players in the nation last season, setting the Pac-12 single-season record with 1,700 130 receiving yards while grabbing 16 touchdown receptions and winning the Biletnikoff Award.
And finally, Oregon track star Mac Fleet. After being sidelined with plantar fasciitis for 2 years, it was the return of the Mac. He had one of the great career comebacks in track down history when he won the national championship at Hayward Field in the 1500 last year.
And the Oscar,
honors on this.
I'll take him. And the Oscar goes to, what do you know? It's Mr. Brandon Cooks again. Just too hard to give it to anyone else after what Cookie accomplished this past year. Not only winning the Biletnikoff, but also winning $100,000 for having the fastest 40 at the NFL Combine in Adidas shoes. Quite a year from Cookie.
He got paid. Well, it's time now for our final award of the night, the Best Picture of the Year, which of course goes to the best team. Here are the nominees.
Oregon State baseball. The Beavers finished with a 52-13 record, the best winning percentage in school history, winning the Pac-12 title, advancing to the school's 5th ever College World Series in Omaha, only to fall to Mississippi State in the semifinals and finishing 4th overall in the country.
The 2012-2013 Oregon Ducks men's basketball team finished 28-9, won the Pac-12 title, Pac-12 tournament title, beat Oklahoma State and St. Louis in the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament to advance to the Sweet 16, only to fall to eventual national champ Louisville in the Sweet 16 by just single digits.
West Albany High School football, the Bulldogs finished 12-1, went undefeated in the Mid-Willamette League, and managed to beat the #1 team in the state and defending champ Sherwood to claim the 5A state title.
And the last nominee, last year's North Valley boys basketball squad. The Knights went undefeated, winning the league title and beating Cascade to claim the 4A state title, an undefeated season. The Oscar goes to, I almost gave it away, the Oregon State baseball team, of course, making it all the way to the semifinals of the College World Series. What a year it was for Pat Casey's bunch.
Definitely their best honor, biggest honor is getting this award as well.
I think so. You know they're happy right now. Thanks so much for watching the Oscars. We'll see you next week.